Good afternoon, traders. Michael Sabo here with RJO Futures, coming to you here about 12 o'clock here on Wednesday, June 20th. Talking to you about some commentary here in the energy markets. Been an exciting morning here so far. Getting right down to it here. August oil currently trading right around about $82 a barrel. It's off about $2.30 some cents here right now. Brent weaker as well, 93.15, down around 261 a barrel. Give me a call. You'd like to talk about trading at WTI Brent crude oil spread. Got some ideas there for you. You can play that. Complex weaker as well. Net gas here right now around 256.70. It's off about 7. RBOB taking a pretty big hit, 251.17 there. We're down almost 6 cents, so pretty big sell-off going on there, as well as in the heat. We're sitting around 259.23, down just over 4 cents. Let's get right to the fundamentals of the markets. What's driving this, these oil prices lower here? Well, obviously, we just had the Fed policy statement here that came out here about 30 minutes ago, and market was weaker prior to that, but certainly after that Fed policy statement came out here, kind of put damper on a little bit of commodities here. One of the key phrases that I took out of there here is that the longer-term inflation expectations remain stable, and they're basing that off of obviously what we've seen happening here in oil prices coming down here, which of course is put pressure on the RBOB, put pressure on the heating oil market, and commodities in general, which have pulled back a little bit here off of their most recent highs. Also, last night, if you're watching commentary coming out of that G20 meeting, basically, the comments that I'm hearing out of there is the idea is Europe, fix your problems, get your act together. Initially, there was some talk that there could be some money coming out of the G20 into the IMF, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case right now. So, I think they're really looking to see Germany step up, take more of a leadership role than what it has, and basically bail out all of Europe. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen either. So that's certainly having an impact on the prices. Now, DOE numbers came out here this morning. We saw a build of about 2.8 million barrels. Again, you're looking at the overall stocks on crude oil, extremely high right now. Got a lot of oil out there in the market. So outside markets have also been weak here. The equities markets kind of pulling back a little bit. So certainly, we've got a lot of fundamental factors that are playing into keeping oil prices under pressure. Now, moving on to the technicals in that market, many of you know that follow my posts here. I've been looking for a major support around 81 a barrel here, with some first level support around 82. And currently, although the market did dip down to 81.43, we're trading around $82 a barrel. So we seem to be holding up pretty well in this support area. While the fundamentals certainly have pointed to lower prices, I think that's getting factored into the market and has been factored in. I still see that market basing. I still think there's some upside potential as long as we hold above 81 a barrel. If we close underneath that, all bets could be off and we might be heading lower. But for now, for those looking for some value, I think there's a great play to be had, crude oil here to the upside. So I've got some option ideas there on how you can play that and protect yourself. Give me a call or an email. We can go into more detail. As I mentioned before here with that oil market, there is a lot of ebbs and flows in there. So you can play the upside, play the downside in that market. But at this time, I'm still, like I said, looking for the upside, keying in around that 88 to 92 a barrel. So give me a call. We can go into more detail in that. As always, remember that past performance isn't necessarily indicative of future results. The risk of loss does exist in futures trading. That may not be suitable for all investors. Call me on the trade desk if you'd like to talk a little bit. 1-800-367-7290. Good luck and good trading.